Hey folks, Dr. Bob McCauley, 14 questions for meat eaters. Visit us at watershed.net. Seems like I'm always answering questions. Questions about water, questions about algae, spirulina and chlorella, questions about health, and questions about vegans. I figured, you know what, maybe it's time I ask a few questions of my own. Maybe I'll get some answers. Let's start. Number 1. For meat eaters. Have you ever killed the meat that you eat? Number 2. Think about the last time you ate meat. Do you know exactly where it came from other than the supermarket? And number 3. Why are meat eaters so sanctimonious and arrogant about eating meat? I ask that one because they always ask why vegans are sanctimonious and arrogant. Yeah. So why are meat eaters? Number 4. Why do meat eaters always need to talk about what part of the animal they like the most and the taste and the texture of it? You know, it's like at turkey dinner, you know, you're at Thanksgiving dinner. It's like, I like the leg, or I like the breast. It's the only place you can say breast, like, and not get arrested these days. So why do they always do that? Why do you always got to talk about that, especially in front of non-meat eaters like myself? Number 5, have you ever stopped to consider you're just eating a dead animal carcass? Number 6, have you ever watched one of those slaughterhouse videos on YouTube? And if you have, did you find them disgusting, or did you look at them and say, well, that doesn't really actually happen, or did you like it? And if you haven't watched one of those slaughterhouse videos on YouTube, why not? Number 7, have you ever considered that as a meat eater, you're just hiring murderers to fill your belly? Number 8, do you believe that animals are treated cruelly in slaughterhouses? Number 9, why don't you eat all animals, even cats and dogs? After all, they're just animals and they're just meat. Like in Korea, they still eat dogs to this day, especially the elderly people. They like to eat dogs. And in China, they eat cat, you know, is very common. They eat it throughout there. Would you ever eat a cat or a dog? Is there any animal you wouldn't eat? You know, asking these questions is really fun. You know, answering them sucks. You know, you got to answer them and stuff. But asking, it's like a walk in a park. Number 10, would you ever eat a dog after having one as a pet? If so, maybe you should have a cow as a pet, and then you'd never eat a cow again. Number 11, does the uncleanliness of slaughterhouses bother you? You are aware that they are notoriously filthy places, right? Number 12, does the fact that supermarkets dye the outer portion of their meat red, does that to make it look fresher? Does that bother you? You did know that they dye the outer portion of the meat to make it look red like meat, when really it's just brown. You knew that, right? I mean, number 13, is there some kind of meat you would not eat?
Kill just about everything that walks or crawled at one time or another.
If so, why wouldn't you eat it? After all, when it comes to the animal world, meat is meat, okay? So why would you make a distinction in your mind? Does it have anything to do with the intelligence of the animal? For instance, pig is a very smart animal, and yet it's found on plates throughout the world, in particular China. They love pig over there. Love their pork in China. It's off the scale for pork lovers. China, pork. And number 14, last but not least, would you ever kill and eat another human being to survive, or is that where you would draw the line?
I've killed women and children.
After all, we're meat too. Okay, 14 questions. I'm just asking, and I look forward to hearing all your answers out there from the meat eaters around the world, what you have to say about my 14 questions for meat eaters. Be nice. Be nice. Dr. Bob. I'll see you next time. Visit us at watershed.net.